In the name of Almighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. As Muhammad, peace be upon him, narrated, if anyone travels on a road in search of knowledge, Almighty Allah will cause him to travel on one of the roads of paradise. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tariq. Thank you very much for watching my videos and your wonderful support to make this channel a grand success. We are a family, a partner. Please share and subscribe our channel to the better support. We as a team can work together to convert challenges into opportunities and opportunities into success stories. These success stories can be monetized into validation in the world by large. Thank you very much for your precious time. Today I am going to discuss Center of Excellence, lecture number 13, SIL Study Guidelines, section number 3. Before my lecture, I used to read a Quranic verse. Qala Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma zidni ilma. Okay. Center of Excellence, lecture number 19 and SIL Study Guideline, section number. Okay, purpose of Center of Excellence, if you have seen over here where we are at the moment. First here, where we want to be, okay, what to do and how to do to achieve the goal. Okay, so we are still working on SIL Safety Integrity Level Assessment, section number 3 over here, and SIL section number 3, Safety Integrity Level. Key takeaway points from lecture number 19, SIL Study Guidelines. First, we are going to discuss the scope, then policy, and then SIL Study Calibrated Risk Graph. Okay, forward message as we have discussed earlier in my lecture number 1. Okay, SIL study. So we have discussed first abbreviations. We have discussed reference codes, team member, planning. So today we are going to discuss over here SIL study calibrated risk graph methods. And on later stage, we will discuss SIL study LOPA methods, recording, reporting and follow-up, SIL verification report, safety requirement specification, self-validation and appendices. Okay, introduction, safety integrity level. Study as analysis which aims to determination of the appropriate reliability report from the elements of the safety instrumental functions identified in product safety studies, that is HACCP. The approach of this guideline is to remove the uncertainty regarding the safety integrity level, cost effectiveness and availability requirements, reducing over and under engineering in the traceable matters. The SIL study is a method to record all SFA for the project development and document the expected reliability level. SIL study provides a basis of future maintenance and operating strategies. SIL study shall be conducted during field phase and EPS phase in accordance with engineering health and safety plan as required by the outcome of safety studies of the project. SIL assignment is based on the amount of the risk reduction that is necessary to mitigate the risk associated with the process to a tolerable level. All the safety instrumented system SAS design, operation and maintenance choices must then be verified against the SIL assigned. Okay, the next, scope. The guideline details the structures, responsibility and techniques of the safety integrity level. SIL studies calibrated risk graph and LOPA methods. However, the SIL levels assigned 3 and above using risk graph methods shall be further verified. LOPA methods can also be used when the SIL assessment team using a risk graph method to enable to reach a consensus agreement on a target SIL levels. The guidance also details the requirement for the safety requirement specification, SIL verification and SIL validation for a project. Okay, application of SIL. SIL study of the project shall cover all safety instrumental functions SAS in the process, vendor package system, utility system and fire and gas systems associated with ESD system where there is a potential for hazard to human safety, environment or assess production losses as well. Next is the policy. In the SEAL study, the oil and gas companies are committed to protect the health and safety of the employees and others that may be affected by its activity and gave a proper regard to the conservation of the environment. So, different company policy is to conduct its activities such that it strives toward an incident-free, secure, safe, and healthy workplace. Safety studies are reviews shall be performed during the course of the project or modification to existing facilities. This is to identify, qualify, and to establish the design safety measures that provide adequate protection to mitigate any risk involved with the proposed project development or the modification process. Okay, reference standard in quotes. International references IEC 6158, Part 1 discussed general requirements, Part 2 electrical occurrence from government background and safety, related systems, Part 3 software requirements, Part 4 definition and abbreviation discussed in 6158, and number 5 example of method and determinations, number 6 guidelines for the application 615082, and overview of technique and measures also discussed in section number 7 of 61508. Similarly, 6151, number 1 discuss framework, number 2 guidelines in the applications, and guidelines for the determinations are discussed in the references and standards. We have also discussed in my lecture number 1 and 2 sections of operational excellence 17 and 18. Cell study with calibrated risk graph. We have also discussed in my earlier slide the standard IEC 615W1, IEC 61508, Clause 6, IEC 6151-3, Annex D, and allow as low as reasonably possible. So we are going to brief today about all these standard and they are linked to each other in order to deliver the SEAL study. Okay. The technical standard IEC 61 sets out a good practice for engineering of the safety instrumented system that ensure the safety of the process industries. This standard defines the functional safety requirement established by IEC 61508 in a process industry sector terminology. The IEC 61511 covers the design and management requirement for SAS. Its scope includes initial concept, design, implementation, operations, and maintenance through decommissioning. The standard starts in earliest phase of project and continues through startup. It contains sections that cover modifications that come along later, along with maintenance activities and eventual decommissioning activities. The standard consists of three parts, as we are going to discuss on later stage on class number 6. The SEAL study session is a guided or team brainstorming activity that benefits from structured method and from the broad experience of multidisciplinary team led by a SEAL facilitator. The methodology that will be employed by the cell determination is a technique that uses a semi-qualitative methods calibrated risk graph as we are defined in IC 6151-3. We are in Annex D. In later we are going to discuss Annex D as well. Essentially, the SEAL derives rating is a measure of risk reduction that are required to be achieved by safety instrumented system in order to that residual risk is acceptable or as low as reasonably acceptable. Okay, there are 4 levels of safety integrity for safety instrumented functions, SEAL 1 to SEAL 4. SEAL 4 has the highest level of safety integrity and SEAL 1 has the lowest. For SKF, which are assigned SEAL 1 and SEAL 2, no further studies or action shall be required. Okay. However, for SIF which are assigned 3 and above, the SEAL classification shall be considered in detail or using a semi-quantitative method, layer of protection analysis LOPA, as defined in IEC 61511-3. So, the LOPA study shall follow the methodology detail with section 11 of we have already discussed in my earlier lecture. The outcome of the SEAL assessment is followed by the SEAL verification study where the reliability of the SES is verified. Okay. On my next slide, we are going to discuss a cell study sequence. Cell study sequence. The cell study process shall be divided into different steps. Select the safety instrumental function number 1, review of the safe instructions already documented in cell study worksheets by instructors and engineers. Review of the design intent already documented on the cell study worksheet by the process engineer. And the determinations by the instrument all the potential causes, demand, scenario which trigger SFA actions. Agree the credibility of each cause, identify potential hazard in terms of number 1, consequences of SAS failure and demand, C clause, personal safety S, involvement effect E, economic loss A, occupancy F, probability of avoiding the hazard situation P, demand rate W. Assess the preventive, protective, and mitigation safety features. Assign a sale based on CFPW parameter, W demand, P situations, hazards or probability of hazard situations, at occupancy, economic loss, involvement effect E, personal safety, and consequence SES. Apply the next clause relevant to the select SAF, move up to the next SR system until the whole system has been examined. On my next slide, we are going to explain the bacterial description of study procedure. Okay, first start from select SEF over here, then validate SEF descriptions and validate SEF design. Okay, consequence of failures. Number 1, for occupants, probability of avoiding hazard situation, that is P, demand rate of W, that is cell level for personal safety. Okay, then assess recovery, CUFD if any, and then action and recommendations, and further assess here, and next cause and next SEF. That is whole process it is applicable in order to determine where we are and where we are as far as the cell study is concerned. Okay. Cell related document, corporate philosophy for the fire and safety, philosophy for the HSE risk management system, philosophy for the health and safety activities in project, inter-departmental procedure, engineering management health and safety in the capital projects. Okay. Conclusion. Cell study with calibrated risk graph. So we have started, we have some other steps we are going to discuss in my next couple of lectures, and then we will conclude cell study with calibrated risk graph. After completing a risk graph, we will discuss a cause demand scenario and consequence of failure and demand COFD. So references here: Qatar Petroleum, Doha, Qatar, Oil and Gas Development Corporation of Pakistan, also known OGDC Pakistan, World Energy Outlook, 13, US Geological Survey, US Department of Energy, Project Oil Field, International Energy Agency, Wikipedia, Oklahoma State Oil Worksheets, NORCIT, the story of the oil in the Pennsylvania, Air Liquid Gas Encyclopedia, natural gas from the wellhead. So please do not hesitate to send me your feedback comments t.2.rear@all. You may send me through WhatsApp at 646 684 062. Thank you very much for listening.